What causes air pollution? Air pollution is caused by solid and liquid particles and certain gases that are suspended in the air. These particles and gases can come from car and truck exhaust, factories, dust, pollen, mold spores, volcanoes, and wildfires. The solid and liquid particles suspended in our air are called aerosols. This is the FlowConnect channel, and welcome to another Answering Question series. Hello ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the FlowConnect channel, where we dive into new industries and new startups. With our reviews, we bring more solutions for their future. Today's question is, what causes air pollution? Air pollution emissions come from a wide range of human activities and natural sources. Gases are emitted from fossil fuel burning. Nitrogen dioxide is an example of harmful gas. In the UK, the largest sources of nitrogen dioxide are from vehicle exhausts and household gas combustion. Chemicals come from vehicle exhausts, evaporation from petrol stations, paint and chemical plants, solid fuel burning, cleaning, and personal care products. One common type of harmful chemicals is called volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. They are sometimes released naturally from plants and trees, but also come from day-to-day chemical products. These chemicals can be very long-lived and transported across continents. Small particles come from vehicle exhausts, brakes and tires, wildfires, farming practices, and wood burning in homes. Particles less than 10 micrometers are called PM10, and even smaller particles are known as PM2.5. These particles are too small to see, they're less than the width of a human hair, but they can be inhaled deep into our lungs. How does weather affect air pollution? Weather plays a big part in controlling air pollution. Strong winds and rain can help disperse pollution, and the direction of the current determines where polluted air moves away from its source. It takes around 5 days for air pollution to reach the UK from the USA, and about 1 or 2 days for pollution to move from the UK across to Europe. Very low wind speeds and stable weather can allow pollution to build up near the surface and lead to poor air quality. Warm sunny weather can generate additional pollution through reactions in the atmosphere that lead to photochemical smog. How does climate change affect air pollution? Climate change affects the weather that we experience, and as a result, can lead to different levels of air pollution. Climate change makes experiencing extreme weather more likely. A higher frequency of strong winds and heavy rain events might improve the air quality, as pollution gets dispersed more effectively. With climate change, more prolonged spells of warm weather and rising average global temperatures could increase air pollution. Average global temperatures could increase air pollution. Average global temperatures could increase air pollution from sunshine-induced chemical reactions and emissions from wildfires. How does air pollution affect climate change? Air pollutants such as nitrogen oxides and volatile organic compounds can lead to the formation of aerosols. Aerosols are tiny solid particles or liquid droplets in the air, which scatter the sun's rays and help form clouds that have a cooling effect on the climate. What are the causes of air pollution though, and what can we do about it? Let's take a look. 1. Vehicle exhaust fumes. In city environments, the leading source of air pollution is vehicle exhaust fumes. This is because they release very high amounts of carbon monoxide. The most significant pollutant in the US is carbon monoxide. In the US alone, there are millions of vehicles being operated every day. While it might not seem like much, you can help by choosing to take other means of transportation when possible. Walking or biking are both excellent forms of exercise, and don't contribute to air pollution. Taking public transit is making it so much fewer exhaust fumes are being released into the atmosphere. It can feel silly to sacrifice your own comfort for what seems like an immeasurable dent in managing air pollution. Realistically though, if more and more people could drive less, it could make a real difference. 2. Fossil fuel-based power plants. During the burning process of fossil fuels, chemicals such as sulfur dioxide are released. They travel straight into the atmosphere, react with water molecules, and create acid rain. The air pollution from coal-fired power plants has explicitly with neurological problems, heart and lung ailments, cancer, asthma, and other severe public health and environmental impacts. This is why there is such an interest in exploring alternative energy sources like nuclear, wind, and solar. There is also a growing movement of individuals living in houses off-grid. This means that they produce their own power and don't rely on the central power grid. While this can be a significant lifestyle shift, it has become increasingly appealing to several people for a wide variety of reasons. 3. Exhaust from industrial factories and plants. One of the most impactful ways that air pollution is caused by businesses is through factory exhaust. Industrial plants are operating tons of heavy machinery that is emitting pollutants out into the air. This is not just a problem in the US, but basically all across the world, anywhere where there is industry. Carbon dioxide is released out into the atmosphere due to burning fossil fuels. More than 50% of the greenhouse gases are due to industry and electrical generating factories. 4. Agricultural and construction activities. When you think of farms, you probably think of a sweet, pastoral scene with some cows and some veggies. In reality, industrial agriculture is big business, utilizing gas-guzzling and air-polluting heavy machinery. Additionally, there are other byproducts of agriculture and construction. Ammonia is often a byproduct of farming operations, and construction produces dust and particle waste. Dust control in Brisbane experts Ceros Environmental state that dust and particle pollution is one of the construction industry's waste byproducts, that if not controlled gets released into the environment and air. Pesticides and fertilizers are also responsible for putting a lot of really gross chemicals in the atmosphere. 5. Natural causes. It's common for us to take the weight of air pollution entirely on our shoulders as humans. We expect that if we were just better, there wouldn't be any pollution in the air. Actually though, Mother Nature plays a reasonably sized role in it herself. Forest fires, volcanoes, and dust storms worldwide all contribute to the amount of air pollution in the environment. Other causes. Outdoor air pollution isn't the only dangerous type of air pollution. You should also be concerned with indoor air pollution, mainly because you are much more in control of it. Using household chemicals like bleach without appropriate ventilation is one of the most common sources of indoor air pollution. Other things commonly found in the house are significant causes of air pollution, mainly when not disposed of appropriately. If you're unsure how to dispose of any of the below, it's best to contact a rubbish removal specialist that will do it for you. Some everyday household items that can cause indoor air pollution are asbestos, which is found in various older home construction and automotive industry materials, formaldehyde, which is a colorless gas that can be found in sealants, paints, carpets, upholstery, and wood floors, tobacco smoke, which can come from either outdoors or indoors, radon, which can be found under your home and building materials and bedrock paints, varnishes, and certain household cleaning products, biological pollutants such as mold, mildew, viruses, bacteria, dust, mites, pollen, animal dander, and other contaminants, perfumes, synthetic fragrances, deodorizers, and air fresheners, fumes from paraffin, wax, candles, gases, and minute particles from office machines, glue, lacquer, paint, plywood, and other building materials, dry cleaned clothes, which contain highly toxic substances such as perchloroethylene and trichloroethylene. Household pesticides, which can be used to control insects, rodents, termites, microbes, fungi, and other pests. Another thing that has historically had a significant impact on air pollution is aerosol cans. Though they no longer contain chlorofluorocarbons, it's still important to know how to dispose of aerosol cans. The causes of air pollution, what you can do to help. While there isn't much you can do about the air pollution caused by businesses, reducing air pollution is possible at a personal level. Focusing on managing air pollution at the indoor level is much more obtainable than expecting to affect air pollution globally. That being said, many people find meaning in riding their bikes or taking public transportation instead of driving their car. You can also turn off appliances and lights when you're not using them to save electricity. Supporting businesses that use production methods other than burning fossil fuel is another way to help the world you want.